on the heels of All-Star Weekend, out of all the commotion in the media, was my man Ant-Man saying, I'm capable of being that guy, but I don't want to be that guy. Meaning, I don't want to be the face of the league. He said Wemby should be the face of the league. What makes someone the face of the league?
Man, what makes someone the face of the league? Number one, you got the game. You gotta have the game first and foremost. You can be as clean cut as you want, the biggest steward of the game you want to be. If you don't got the game to match it, you cannot be the face of the NBA. You must be generational. You must have elite ability. That is number one. Number two, you must represent the league in a positive manner, a positive light. When you look at the logo, that is what matters most. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and how you represent that logo on and off the basketball court matters. You cannot be the face of the NBA if you don't win, because the NBA cannot market you in the biggest moments if you don't win or have never been a winner. And so you must win. That must happen in order for you to be the face of the NBA. We've seen a numerous amount of guys start getting that hype and a little push and a little marketing push, and if they don't win, it goes to hell, because we can't market you, we can't show you on the biggest stage.
Right.
That does not work for being the face of the NBA. And saying all of those things, to hear Ant-Man say, I am capable of being that guy, but I don't want to be, I agree with him. He is capable of being that guy from basketball standpoint, talent standpoint. He got all of that. To be that, though, he has to go in.
Yep.
He has to continue to elevate his game to another level, take that next step. And he got to be better with his interviews, off the court stuff, how he presents himself. I think, and that's what when he said, I don't want to be that guy, those things would show that. But regardless of all of that, Ant-Man's 23, 24. If you're going to be that, right now is the time that you have to be building that. You can't start trying to be that at 27. And so my thing would just be, I hope he understands that the opportunity that's in front of him, and know that it doesn't come back around. Like,
it's
you
not.
get a shot at it,
that's
and
it.
once that shot is gone, it don't come back around.
Yeah.
And so I hope it is. I hope that Ant-Man understands that and is not making a decision at 23 that at 27, 28, 29, he's going to regret.
Yep.
In saying that, I saw what Melo said, and I also want you to try to understand something. By no means is this any disrespect. Melo is the OG. That's my OG. Never would disrespect him, but I saw what Melo said publicly, so I'm going to say this publicly. And then I'm going to hit Melo and let him know I said this publicly, because that is my OG. Melo was talking about Ant-Man. He said some things along the lines of, you don't get to pick, which he's right. But I felt like Melo was going at Ant-Man a little bit. And when I look back at Melo's career, because I was a huge Melo fan, watching him when I was growing up, the way he scored the basketball, Melo had to clean some things up on his way through the league. Melo had a bad rap. Melo's talked about this publicly before, when he said the NBA is the FBI, and he said David Stern called him into the office and started saying all these things. He was like, yo. So Melo has spoke about this publicly before, which is why I feel comfortable publicly saying this. Melo struggled a bit coming in early, was not on that right trajectory to become the face of the league, had the talent, but other things wasn't quite matching up, right, in order to become that face of the league. And so my thing to Melo would be, and maybe he has, because I know Melo a real one, call Ant-Man, guide him to these things, share your experiences with him, help him understand that you had that opportunity too, and maybe some of the things that you could have been doing cost you that opportunity. If it did, I don't know for certain that it did, but if it did, but I would just say call him, guide him. And the reason I say that is because it ain't many of them guys that's like one of them ones. Like, you don't come around them often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Melo is a steward, one of the OGs, pioneer of Team USA basketball, and it becoming what it's become. Ant-Man is kind of taking over those reins. Guide him and show him what that means. And so I think that would be my only thing on it. Ant-Man struggling a little bit in different areas this year. As a guy who struggled, I can't be a guy to sit up here and throw darts about that. I know how hard it is. But I do think he's capable of being that guy from a talent standpoint. You know, it does have to be something that you want because it requires you to do so much more than just play basketball.
When you look at LeBron, when you look at KD, when he won the championships, right? When you go through the history of being a champion and being the man on the championship team, you ain't got no choice. Look at Jason Tatum. Boston win it again. He's the face of the league, right? When Melo was coming up, a little different, Melo had to fight to get a face to be one of the faces of the league. Because it's Kobe, it's Duncan, it's it's all kind of legacy that precede him, And so for Ant-Man, there's a lot of legacy that precede him, but Melo was trying to take them people out. Ant-Man got to try to take them out. And by him saying, I don't want to be that guy, like to me is saying, well, what do you want to be? Like, how far do you want to take it? What do you need to take it there? Because if you don't want to be that guy, then somebody else is going to come along on this sushi boat of incredibly talented kids and say, you know what? I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Right? I'll take it. And I'll take my game to the next level till I win the championship. And I think that's what it's really about when you got somebody like him and his talent.
1,000%. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. It's touchy, man. Once you lose it, it's tough.
It don't boomerang back to you, buddy.